Whew. I'm taking a break from the little sling and stuff. This is my first injury ever, okay, y'all? So I promise you, I was telling my mama, like, man, I wish I was injured when I was younger so I can cry, show my ass, like, because I'm in so much pain. But I'm a big girl, so I gotta act like I got some sense. Yes, hold on 1 second, let me check. Act like I got some. Okay. Yeah, you might have to turn me down, like always. You might have to turn me down. Okay. But this solo journey, baby, this isolation, it was needed. Most definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta withdraw in order for, gotta take a little step back, analyze the situation before things start coming in. And with this situation, you have grown. People see this growth. People see this maturity. Okay? Like, it's unstoppable. It's unstoppable. Okay? The growth is unstoppable. Cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in the shape. That's Missy Elliott. Make you do a double take. Okay, so you've been started going to the gym and you ain't tell nobody. You that person that's a little silent one. You gonna pop out with it with a different body. Okay, that's one thing about it. You know those people who you're seeing this transformation. You might be seeing these things like on your news feed. You know what I'm saying? Like the growth, the changes of people's body. And you like, you know what? I'ma do it. But I'ma do it silent. Maybe because you still gotta work on your your maturity when it comes down to going to the gym. You don't go to the gym, you don't dedicate yourself to the gym, you ain't that disciplined, but you're gonna go into it though, okay? But that's why you probably a little silent about it, a little quiet about it, okay? But yes, all right. So I did pull some cards already, so got a little bit of energy already up in here. So I got an idea what we talking about, okay? So, okay, it's first card was someone is running a circus. Now, at first, we're gonna go with what it said, and you're thinking, here we go with this funny stuff. No, I'm feeling a little bit more of entertainment. I'm feeling more of all eyes on you, spotlight. Like. Lights, camera, action. I said, sorry, Miss Jackson, type of energy. Okay? Because then you got be more attractive. So I feel as though the lights, camera, action, like all eyes on you type. Tupac energy, okay? Like Tupac type of energy, like feeling yourself, feeling good. You had to do this isolation situation. Like I said before, you was this person, you probably started doing your own personal weight journey on your own. You ain't tell nobody about it. You ain't talk about it. I mean, everybody don't got to know what you got going on. You get what I'm saying? But you wanted to pop out and surprise people. So you did this for a reason. And baby, I'm proud of you because it takes a lot for you to do that. It takes a lot of discipline for you to even go into a transformation situation. And you had to, like I said, push back, withdraw. You might have started looking back at old pictures like, dang, I'm big. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at yourself and start telling yourself. You probably started, could have heard something around town, but you're now seeing it. Or maybe you like, I'm tired of seeing myself like this. Okay? And I get that. I'm tired of seeing myself the way I am, and you want to do transformation. You probably want to start gaining weight so you can start getting that little roundness in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be seeing people, you might be a little slim thick. Okay? You going for the slim thick, you a little slim, but you trying to get thick. Okay? It might have to go into some more like weight wise. I'm gonna show you the cards what I got going on, but it says creating something new. Okay, so a new adventure, something new, a new journey, new endeavors in life, not holding back. not holding back, not one bit. Okay, or this is like that type of energy of I'm not holding back anymore. You know, I want new journeys. I want to go to new maybe a new coffee shop as well. Cappuccino, you're gonna try something new, a new cappuccino. All right, maybe they got the new they got what, a fig, pumpkin. Maybe you trying some fall like flavors, cappuccinos, fall like flavors and cappuccinos and stuff like that. Try something new. Okay. But we got Matthew 7:24 and 25. Okay. Matthew 7:24 and 25. And that energy is, with God on your side, whatever foundation you create will not be in vain, but strong as a rock. Others will see your strength and soon will follow. Okay? And it says, build your house on rock. All right. And that's Matthew 7:24 to 25. Okay. Hey, you tap in there. That's my tap. That's my energy gaining from that. You can tap into that on your own, in your own time, in your own element, and in your own frequency. Go ahead and do that. And you can read it in your own way. Now, I did, when I pulled the card, create something new, I was like, what are we going to create new? What's the new thing? Maybe it's something as far as in hands-on skills, okay? Because we got waist beads, okay? Now, waist beads are more of a tradition along with fashion, right? So, okay, so maybe somebody need to pay for their subscription, okay? Like Disney Plus, Hulu, okay? Amazon, okay? But yeah, but also I'm feeling more of, maybe we're trying to create more of a mature level in our business. Maybe we're trying to elevate our business in a more mature light. So they're saying, hey, add some waist beads, okay? Because it says become more mature. So maybe we're wanting something new. You get what I'm saying? More of a older dynamic, something that could be versatile. All right, but something a little high scale as well. Like when I'm seeing the coffee cup as well. So you're drinking your coffee with your pinky up, more demure type of energy. So it's more like maybe we're wanting to get a hold of something, okay? Getting a hold of something. But I'm also feeling like if you do have a business, they're saying, put some waist beads up in your business, have some fun like waist beads, some for the young, some for the older, maybe doing more on a creativity level that way. Okay, then the next card I had was solo. So that's why I was feeling like that solo journey. Or maybe we're feeling like feeling in that solo energy and the emotional, maybe it's raining, and then when it's raining, you love the rain. Or maybe when we go into our emotions, we start thinking a little bit more heavier. Okay, as far as in, because that's what's confirming that. The reason why I say it says listen, learn, and grow. Okay, so when we're in our solo journey, we could be a water sign as well, or we're tapping into that water energy. Or the next water energy is Scorpio. So water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So this could be you, or this could be the season or the energy that you're giving in. Okay, but it says listen, learn, and grow. So you're learning from something. And then look, you got the teapot, the tea right there. Then I say, you're holding your tea with your pinky, very demure. Okay, glasses, you got the cupcake, maybe like something sweet, or maybe you got an eye for a sweet tooth or something like that. Okay, then you got the reading book. So maybe you're looking into reading a lot more. Okay, then the next card we have is bliss, trust. You seen that flash fill? Yeah. Okay, now when I feel that energy, I'm feeling on a sense of like brainstorming, the light bulb went off for you. Okay, now it says it does not get easier, it it doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. And I like that energy for you. It doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. You master it. Why you master it? Because you're listening. You're listening to, you know, people's comments. You're listening to other people that are giving you other wisdom. Okay, you're listening to yourself as well, you know, and then you're learning from it. You're mastering your pieces. You knowing what is strong, what is weak. You know, you're jotting down, going back to the drawing board if you need to. You feel me? And then you're growing from this. So you're elevating. You're not, you know, you're not standing at ground zero. You're not going low. You're going high. You're elevating high. Okay. And that's the reason why you're getting stronger. And then also, like I was stating before about, you know, going to the gym, you know, transformation, you know, like I said, you were a little slim and now you're going to the gym, lifting the weights. Now you're looking a little thick, you know, you're looking a little bit stronger within yourself. And maybe it's more like, not only just going to the gym or going to do workouts or doing something solo of working on yourself, you get what I'm saying, by yourself, not doing that just on a sense of strength, but it also boosts up your confidence as well. You know, like maybe you're seeing people all in the gym and stuff. It's just a boost of confidence. It's just a boost of confidence, okay? Then you got the spirit card. I always feel this, when I feel this energy, I feel like maybe with smoking, and that's like home, like that's second home for you, you know, up in the clouds, you know, because you see the clouds and home. But I'm also thinking about just daydreaming about a home, you know, maybe you're thinking about elevating, moving on forward, you know. Homes are security. Home is also a sanctuary as well, okay? And then it says winners never quit and quitters never win, okay? So don't give up on your goals, maybe on your home endeavors. Maybe you have to take some solo trip. Shoot, maybe you need to be cautious of smoking within your home as well. I'm feeling that energy. Maybe someone's going to start complaining about the smoke in the home. That's what I'm feeling too. They might tell you go in the garage or something like that if you do have a garage. But also the energy that I'm feeling is don't give up on, maybe you was getting all this energy of like, you know, you're going to move, you're going to get this, you're going to give that. You keep hearing these spirits and stuff. You know, the spirits talking to you. You might be hearing this within yourself, telling you. You might be visualizing it as well, you know, because they always say when you see, it's going to come in. So you're in this energy, okay? And they want you to fix your crown, okay? Fix your crown as well with this situation. So don't put yourself in lack, because this is following into creating something new, okay? So you might be getting into that new place. You might be wanting, not even getting into a new place. Maybe you're not wanting to move, or you're not in that moment of moving, right? But you're creating, maybe remodeling your home, okay? Switching up your room. Switching up your room helps with also helps with energy as well. If you're trying to bring in new things in your home, you know, if you're trying to bring in a new things in life, right? Switch, redecorating or remodeling your home, moving things around, refurnituring things, stuff like that. We're in fall, so maybe doing a different color scheme within your home as well. Okay, that also helps when it comes down to your life paths. Okay, now next card was transformation. Okay, now transformation, I also was feeling the Wonder Woman energy. Now while I was feeling Wonder Woman, also I was feeling Hawk Girl. So I'm feeling, what is that, Justice League, or maybe you are a person that likes anime, you know, you're into that, like, you know, you're into stuff like that. But also the reason why I felt Wonder Woman, because of the string, you know, the string on the horse. You know, Wonder Woman keeps her rope on her, you know, and when the time comes and she gotta, you know, lift something up, if she has to use it, she uses it. And then what she does, she says, Sahara, help us. God, help me. You get what I'm saying? Like going back into that energy right here of Matthew 7:24 through 25. It's more of, like they said, when God is on your side, nothing is in vain. Okay? When God is on your side. So being in that energy, okay, for feeling that energy of you can fly when you put in that faith and ask for God's guidance, okay? So it's more like, like I said, Wonder Woman, she was like, Sahara, help me. And then she, she got the strength. Or also somebody, also with that yarn, I'm also thinking when she put that rope on the men, it'd be telling the truth, okay? So someone might be, you might be getting a hold on someone so much that they gonna break. Okay, they're gonna break and tell you the truth about something, all right? Maybe you like Red Bull as well, because I'm feeling Red Bull gives me wings. Someone wants to throw, I'm feeling the white flag. Someone wants to surrender to the situation. I surrender, okay? It says you impress me, all right? So someone looks at you as, looks at you highly, okay? Like you look really good. Okay, you look really good. Maybe you look good in that car. Okay, you look good in that little SUV, stepping up in there with your little boots or whatever. Maybe they got a big truck, a big black truck. Okay, and you gotta hop up in there. Okay, you know how you gotta hop up in there? Yeah, you look good hopping in that big old truck. Okay, maybe someone wants to take you out somewhere. They have a nice door wherever this it could be their door. Maybe you're decorating your door for the holidays as well, something like that. Yeah, maybe you decorate your door and someone likes you impressing people. Like you impress me with your gifts, you impress me with your creativity. Okay, so maybe you're looking into creating your door for the holidays. Okay, or maybe they got the door competition. Maybe your community is starting to do the door competition. All right, then you got solitude. That's also that Virgo energy as well. Okay, but solitude, I'm feeling the energy of grounding. Okay, so going out into solitude, which is going out into the darkness. You might have to have just a flashlight. You might not have lights, camera, actions all on you. You might not want that right now because you see it's no face, like no face, no case type of energy. Okay, what people can't see can't be told type of energy as well. Okay, so it says count your rainbows, not your thunderstorms energy. So when I feel that energy, and what I said was like, no face, no case, people don't really know how many storms you went through, but they most definitely gonna see these rainbows, and as they should. Everybody don't need to know what's going on with your situation. Like I said before earlier, like you could be going into the gym, you could be working out. Everybody don't need to know that you're working out. I can get that that's popular right now, but everybody don't need to know that you're working out. Everybody don't need to know your transformation until you pop out and just show them the goddamn rainbow. Everybody don't need to know that it was a storm 2 days ago. Okay, everybody don't need to know it was a storm 2 weeks ago, last week, okay, or 3 weeks ago. No one needs to know that. Okay, just know that as long as you got your light. Maybe you keep maybe you got a flashlight on your phone type of energy. As long as you keep a flashlight on your phone, or maybe just record yourself. I'm feeling that. Record yourself. You might be recording yourself to the gym, but you're not posting it. Okay. So it could be that energy, recording it, creating your steps of journey. So maybe, you're this person that you're thinking about doing these transformations, like I said before. But yeah, record yourself through the journey of growing into, getting into being strong and going to the gym and working out and stuff like that, right? But post it, right? Be in solitude the whole time, but post that thing when you got everything, when it's like rainbows, Skittles, taste the rainbow type of energy, okay? You might like Skittles, or things are going to be in variety, or you like variety of colors. But yeah, I'm feeling that energy of like, you're going to impress people with your transformation, okay? You're going to impress people, but keep it silent. What's really good is when you keep it silent. Like, for example, You have some people, for example, you will see that they're posting that they're big, right? And then you'll see that they post when they're small. That could have been just that energy that they were isolated, like they didn't post. They kept they kept up with their journey for the sense of yourself. Maybe this is a solo journey for you. This is growth for you. Like I said before, sometimes going to the gym is not on the sense of working out, losing weight. It's a sense of growing into a mature level. And when that maturity comes, it's not what's about you on the outside. It's what's about all that in the inside as well. Okay. And maybe so maybe you're going to realize that it's a lot of people that got their eye on you at this gym. Okay, some of them be a little clown, so be watchful for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because it is some clown little female out here too. Okay, maybe you got a clown little female that looks like wearing waist beads. Okay, but no, for real though. But it's more like, in this journey of going to, like I said, you going to the gym, you keeping, you doing your transformation, you keeping silent about it. Record yourself, record your journey. It could be you doing transformation of maybe learning, reading. Maybe you're recording your books. Back in the day, how you had a reading log? I know that's kind of like, what? Yeah. Maybe do that as a goal. See, make yourself as a goal. How many books can you read within 2 or 3 months? You feel me? Like, make a goal for yourself. All right. Maybe you're going to read a book that's going to put you in your emotions as well. Okay. Or maybe you like reading them little herbalist books that be putting you a little bit in that emotion that make you touch yourself. Okay. Okay. That type of energy. But I see, and it says the best is yet to come. Okay, so it's not over, not just yet. And then we got the gravity. And then joy and light. And then the divine feminine. So it's more like getting into that nurturing level, okay? Nurturing level, okay? You're going to impress a lot of people with this growth. You're going to impress a lot of people, okay? Let's see. Oh, happiness. There we go. Happiness. You're going to be happy. Okay. This journey, this growth is going to put you in a happy state of mind. Okay. Maybe people are going to look at you as the moon around, and maybe you shining so bright like the star that you at peace. You see how peaceful you are, but you're at peace and happiness. Okay. But like, everybody look at you as a star. It could be a lot of people. Like I said, you in the gym. Okay. You in the gym, all eyes on you. People are watching you. Maybe you got someone that someone, when you go to the gym, they be smirking at you. Like, they'll smirk, like they don't smile, like they go like that. Like they don't give you, or maybe you smirk at them. Maybe this person, you make them happy, like when they see you, you smile, or they smile and you just give them like a little smile back, but you don't show your teeth type, but you make them happy. Okay. Relieve. Yes. Relieve. And look at that star energy. You shine so bright. That's a relief. Maybe you love going to the gym. Maybe you love to go to the gym at night. Maybe going to the gym at night. Maybe you're trying to balance how to do things. Go to the gym at night. Maybe that will be your release. Maybe you're having a hard time going to sleep as well. Having a hard time sleeping at night. Maybe that's because you got a lot of tension. Okay. And it says renewal. Okay. Then they go back into that energy of that solo, because that's water flowing. Hold on. Let me show you what I see. Water flowing energy. Okay. So maybe someone wants to renew something with you. Maybe at night. Okay. Maybe you're starting to think of someone. You're thinking, this person makes you happy. Okay. Or at night under the stars, you be releasing yourself. Oh, lights, camera, action. That thing turned off on y'all. Okay. And like I said, nighttime. But yeah, it's nighttime energy. Under the stars. Ooh, someone could be bottled up. They need to release it. They got a lot of things that they they need to release. Or maybe someone is going to be drinking at night and they're going to hit you up. Okay. And this might be something that you might need. Okay. Maybe someone like when, or I'm feeling these waist beads. Maybe you like female, you like people with waist beads. You like females with waist beads, or someone likes your waistline. Okay, someone likes your waistline, or you like women with waist beads. You like them all sizes. Maybe it's a female that's skinny that wears waist beads, or okay, so you start wearing waist beads. For the women, wear waist beads to measure out your growth as well. Maybe you're going to see that as well. You are loved, okay? You love so much you make people blush, okay? You make them balled up inside, okay? Someone said, I got a lot to say to you. Maybe they had to take a step back and mature, and they mature. Maybe they're coming back, or someone from your past, okay? An old energy, they're mature, they're now mature. The maturity is so attractive, okay? Look, ooh, and before I flip it, change. Like I said, someone's changing, okay? Maybe it took many moons. You know, it took many moons for this change, okay? Many moons. Let's see, happiness. I mean, okay. Didn't I say at peace? I did say that. Didn't I say at peace with happiness? Okay. Being at peace. You know. Maybe you had to cry a little, you know, had to release a little bit because it's saying reveal, you know. So maybe you had to cry a little bit out. Maybe you cry at night, you know, when I cry, you cry, we cry together, okay? Maybe someone feels your cries at night, okay? Look at that, a reflection. So, someone, maybe y'all like night and day energy, okay? I feel like a card did fall, but I don't know where it's at. Ooh. Look at us. Look at us falling out. We falling out. Knock him out the mic. Okay, let's see. Renewal. Yeah, when I cry, you cry, we cry together. I need you to sleep with one eye open with a situation, though. Maybe something's gonna, at night. Okay, something's gonna come in at night as far as in someone's emotions, okay? Someone might be, coming to you about their emotions, you know, feeling bottled up inside. Maybe alcohol got to get them, you know, feeling this way. But no, that's jealousy. Man, make sure you got one eye on their ass. Or maybe you always kept one eye on them anyway. You always kept one eye on them in the first place. Maybe someone is coming in at night, in the middle of the night, and it wakes you up, and yeah, you might have to sleep with one eye open in this situation. Or someone is feeling like they don't trust you fully, okay? Yeah, someone could have a mental situation. Maybe they're doing, that's because they're in their shadow work right now. That's probably why they're in that solo energy at that time or right now. Or, okay, because maybe, like I said, you got to keep one eye open with this situation. You got a jealous energy. Maybe someone's jealous because they do see that you're happy, okay? And they do see that you are at peace, okay? And then this is putting them in sorrow, even in the daytime. Maybe maybe they watch you at night, and they be in sorrow in the daytime. Maybe they realize this in the daytime, or this could be a masculine, because sun energy. So this could be a masculine energy that's feeling this way, and then you're the feminine energy, which is the moon energy, is in that. So they're feeling some type of way. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because we got this moon again and it's love. So you are loved at the end of the day. And what's that? Okay, become more mature. I wasn't trying to pick that up. But because you became more mature, it looks good on you. And that's the reason why everybody loves you. Okay? You know, maturity does look good on people. People don't want to see you act an ass. Maybe you fearing abundance. Okay? Maybe it's time for you to grow up and grow up and stop fearing abundance. What you scared of? What they say? Scare people don't make no money, or scare money don't. What is it? I think it's scare people don't make no money or something like that. Which is true though. It is true. You gotta step out there, okay? Protect your feelings, and that's what bottled up inside. So maybe someone, and it's the snake energy. Maybe this person, the person that's drinking a lot and wants to talk about their feelings to you because they stress, okay? Stress, and look at that sorrow. Crying at night. Crying at night. You got them crying at night. What's that? It's a song like that. I forgot what it is. Maybe this person, we got seaweed as well. So maybe someone, because you know, when you're seaweed, it's like at the bottom of the ocean. So it's like maybe you trying to put this is dead in the bottom. Like you, or maybe someone dead in the bottle. Okay? Literally bottled up. They probably just went to the ABC store and bought a new bottle, or thinking about this at this current time. Maybe they whispering to people talking about, I can't wait to go to the ABC store. Okay. Or someone feel as though they can protect their feelings by drinking. That is not how you protect your feelings, okay? That is the worst thing to do. Do you know how much you gonna be talking when you're drunk? Maybe you like, when I drink, I go to sleep. Yeah, but do you know you could talk in your sleep? Oh yeah, you didn't think that. Somebody gonna be talking in their sleep, okay? And they gonna be hissing, okay? Somebody maybe, oh, reflection, okay? You might, someone could be taking a nap, or they be going to sleep at night, okay? A reflection situation. Night and day, something was in the dark, about to come up to the light situation. It's like a hissing in your ear. It says someone talking shit. I'm listening to music too. So yeah, somebody talking shit. It could be that little snake hissing in your ear because they drunk, can't even hold their fucking emotions. Okay? Look, and that flew on renewal. Okay? They stress. They need to talk to you. Can I talk to you? They stress that you love yourself. They stress that you at peace. They stress that you change. They got one eye on you. Oh, you thought that they was disappearing. You thought that they closed their eyes. You thought that they weren't. Look, self-confidence. Self-confidence is a beast. All right? Your self-confidence is a beast, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it, okay? Self-confidence is something about it. It's humbling their ass. It's humbling them. That's why they're saying you impress me. That confidence, that transformation about you, it's impressive, okay? It's so impressive that, baby. But like I said, the thing is, people don't know the struggle that you went through if you keep quiet about it. So everybody don't need to know how much thunderstorms you had. Just let them see the rainbow, okay? Hope and praying. You got something, you crossing your fingers on something, okay? Maybe you got something up in the air. You hope. I'm waiting. You're a little worried, overwhelmed, maybe. Maybe you're worried about something because you don't know something. You get what I'm saying? It's an unknown situation, okay? You having anxiety. Hold on. Maybe because of this change, maybe it took many moons, or you having restless nights. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got you. Okay, you having a lot of thoughts. Maybe these thoughts are now putting you in anger, but I want you to think about this, okay? Think about the shadow work. Shadow work is more of a reflection energy, okay? Seeing something from the dark side to the light, okay? Maybe you're seeing something, you're balancing your dark and your light side, okay? Maybe that's the change that you're going through at this current time. Maybe you're this masculine and you're trying to balance your emotions. Okay, so that's that feminine energy. So you're experiencing your emotions more at night. Okay, so your emotions are like out of whack. Maybe it's like a wave effect. Or maybe it's like night and day energy, roller coaster, emotional roller coaster song. Emotional roller coaster, loving you is nothing healthy. Okay, maybe that's the reason why you have to protect your energy, because healing. Okay, that's why you got to protect your energy. That person was like a dead flower in your life. Okay, I mean, dead flowers are a little beneficial. You can spray it in your hair. Okay, but here you go. Fear and abundance. Okay, self-confidence. Like I said, let go of that fear. Scare money. Scare people don't make no money, baby. I know you scared. I know it's unknown. I know you don't know what's going on. I know you don't know what's left and right. But guess what? Let go of that anxiety. Especially let go of that bottle. I hope you're not drinking because okay, so you're drinking through the trauma. You're drinking through anxiety. Let it go. Let it go. Cause you can't. Guess what? Pour alcohol on this flower. What's gonna happen to it? It's gonna die. Pour alcohol on it. What's gonna happen? It's gonna die. So what you think you are? What you think is gonna die out? Okay? Stop doing it. Let it go. I know it's hard. It's better to say than to do, but you gotta work on it. Then nourishing came out. Yes, I know it's in the mental I know you in a mental headspace right now, and I know you're trying to grow. I know that it's a little work in progress, but let's let it go. Okay? Maybe you stress so much, people are going to show you that they love you, okay? Or maybe you stress over all the people, your loved ones. Maybe your loved ones are expressing their feelings and stuff like that. Maybe you got to keep one eye open. You might find out a loved one is a little snake, a little hiss energy. I'm feeling that hiss, like, let me whisper something in your ear, tell you a little something that you might want to hear. Type. And I ain't talking about no yin yang. Oh yeah, maybe it is a yin yang. Maybe someone wants you to forgive them. Okay, they want you to forgive them. Forgive and forget. They don't even want you to think about this anymore. Or maybe they're thinking about this. They thinking about everything. They can't even, like, everything ain't even clear. Okay, and they love the fact that they love that you have the joy. Okay, but let me tell you something. They gonna spill the tea on you. Okay, they gonna spill the tea. They gonna spill it. They gonna spill that they hurt that you are, how you are in so much joy. How are you so happy? How are you able to not be in this fear of abundance? Because you did your shadow work. Okay, because you are no longer working in your anxiety anymore. Okay, you worked on your trauma. You don't have fear. You don't have shame. You are healing. Okay, and you deserve every last bit of everything with that rainbow. Didn't I say that? Then we talk about that. You deserve everything. That rainbow that you see is the rainbow that you deserve. Okay, it takes you to just do that solo trip, that solo journey. Okay, yes. Inner awareness, but like wish fulfillment, reflection. Yes, you're gonna see everything as clear as day. Okay, let me do a closing. We're gonna do the moon because moon did come out. We're gonna do a closing, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay, because I was thinking about happiness and that peace. Okay, it says, what do you need to release? If you're trying to figure out, or you trying to say, dang, I am trying to be happy, I am trying to be at peace. Well, okay, ask yourself, what do you need to release? Maybe by this moon cycle right here. Okay, which is that change energy. You see that moon right there? Okay, changes many moons. Okay, maybe you got to forgive someone too. Or maybe it's a friendship. Okay, maybe someone is a fire sign, earth sign, and then you, like, it's the opposite, and then they're a water sign, air sign. Okay, so maybe the fire, because the dark energy, fire sign and earth sign. Okay, so fire signs are Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Also, earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This is that energy. This person wants you to forgive, okay? And you could be, or this is the other person, which could be the water sign, which is Pisces, Capricorn, no, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Or this is an air sign, which is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They want you to forgive, okay? They see the changes, okay? But maybe that's the energy of, what do you need to release? Ask yourself that. What do you need to release? Okay, revealing sorrow. What's that? Revealing sorrow. Maybe someone wants to reveal to you how, how hurt they are, how things are just out of whack, and they see how can you grow? How are you able to grow without them, and they are lacking without you, okay? It says you are very close to achieving your goals. I fucking love it, okay? And this is more of that full moon. Boom, right there in front of you. Lights, camera, action. I said, sorry, Miss Jackson, and that's in the center of it all. Okay? In the center of it all. It says nothing it will come to the situation. So maybe this person in the past, like I said, they're trying to figure out how are you able to change? How are you able to do this? How are you able to make this solo journey? I see the growth. How are you able to do this on your own without my help? What? Nah, bro. No, you can't even feel that way. And that's the reason why you're seeing it without your help. Okay? It's that type of energy. Keep one eye open with this situation, okay? Or maybe this person got one eye on you, okay? All right, renewal, jealousy. Okay? They don't like, and it says I'm a bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. So I'm the bad guy now? Yeah, it's that type of energy. It says bring love into the situation. Okay, and that is that Aquarius energy as well. Okay, so you could have an Aquarius moon as well. Or something's going to be coming very clear as well. Maybe you're going to start detaching up in the during the moon cycles. The moon cycle of changes is that detachments, okay? But someone says put love. I'm also saying making love. So making love under the moon, okay? Maybe someone's a little jealous of that situation. But yes, pouring into something, okay? Here you go. Bottled up. Protect your feelings. Bottled up, protecting your feelings, okay? Maybe someone is trying to protect their feelings at this current time, right? And all hell's about to break loose because guess what? The alcohol done got to them. They gonna reveal it. They said they gonna reveal it all, okay? It says be bold and make the first move. Didn't I say that? And it's going with the bottled up and protect your feelings. Yeah. This person also was this person that could handle they was that person that could manage their feelings. You get what I'm saying? Was that person that couldn't, can hold their feelings together? Nah, that bottle about to get to them. We're gonna blame it on the alcohol, the alcohol type of energy, okay? It says be bold, make the first move. Oh, they gonna make the first move, okay? And that's probably where that change coming in too. That's the same moon, okay? Same moon. This is, look, these two moons. What you about to release? It says, what do you need to release? You got to be bold and make the first move. Maybe you waiting for them. Nah, you can't wait for them. It got to take you to do it. You got to do it first before they do it. Maybe they waiting for you. They like, I bet you, remember when you was a kid, or when we were kids and we did that little cupcaking energy. Well, didn't I talk about cupcake energy, right? And it was like, are you going to hang up? No, I'm not going to hang up until you hang up, Oh, I'm not going to call until you call. Or I'm not going to text until you text. All right, now. Keep playing. All right? That's probably why this person a little jealous. Maybe they was waiting for you. They thought that you were going to be the first one to make the move. Hell no. Nah, you not. Maybe and that's the reason why the snake about to make the move. The snake the snake been crawling around, okay? Been sliding through your garden and trying to figure out why you haven't made the first move. So they about to be bold. But they gotta have some little alcohol in them, okay? They gotta have some alcohol. It says your commitment is going to be tested, okay? You halfway there, though. Look at that moon. You halfway there. Your commitment is going to be tested. Maybe you halfway into your feelings with this person, okay? But your commitment is going to be tested. They gonna test you. Like I said, it's the snake. They've been crawling up in your garden. They've been waiting. Why you haven't made the first move? Since you haven't made the first move, let me drink something up. Let me take a little pill. They got to do some substance. That's what I'm feeling. Some type of substance to get really bold to come talk to you. Okay? Okay, this could be a Cancer as well. It says you and your loved ones are safe. So maybe they're going to show up to your home. Okay? Or somewhere where you lay your head at. Okay, they feel as though they're gonna put love into this situation here. Let's see. It says show the world the real you. So you about to show your ass under this moon. Okay, because not you showing up to my house unannounced. Where we do that at? No sir, and no ma'am, and no ham, no turkey, and no motherfucking gravy. Okay, you better call, and if I don't answer, obviously it's a reason why you're not able to reach me. Okay, and let it keep it P on that. Okay, type of energy. And this person like, nah, but I thought we pinky promised that we're gonna be together. And hell no. Hell no, it's that type. You about to show your ass, okay? Maybe this is that mature level. Maybe they used to show up and pop up on you or come in your energy, call you up, and you'll let them slide through in the middle of the night. Nah, you cutting that energy, and that's that mature energy that you got going on. Like I said, they trying to hold you by the waist. They trying not to let you go, but you about to slide on through, okay? And that's the reason why you about to show them. You show the world the real you. Show everybody the real you. Maybe it's going to take you to be creative. Like I said, maybe you're going to show people the real you by Aquarius season. That transformation, especially if you going to the gym, hiding your thing, taking your videos, stuff like that. It says surrender to the divine, okay? And then, boom, full moon. Once again, full moon energy, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. Of course not, because we're going through the transformation at this current time. And it said communication is key. Someone's going to talk to you, okay? And it said don't let your pride get in the way. So don't let your pride get in the way either. So no different than their pride. They're going to have big pride. Show them your pride too. They got a lion. Show them your lion too, okay? Everybody got a lion, and everybody got a little Scorpio, and everybody got a little Capricorn. Which one do you want? Okay? Or Cancer, or the Aquarius? Who else was in this energy? Yeah. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Oh, yeah, Virgo, too. Which one do you want? But I hope that this reached you. My name is Deasia. Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe. Until next time, love you much.